Hi, welcome back. It's Whitney from Template Honey. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this awesome Instagram links bio in Showit. This is the mobile version, and then we'll create the same thing for the desktop. So let's get started. All right, so to make the Instagram links page, the first thing I'm going to do is come over here to blank page. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to duplicate this page. Once I duplicate this page, I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click rename, and I'll just call this Instagram links page. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just click here, and I'm going to add some text. I'm going to come down here, click the title text. I'm going to put welcome. Like I said before, I like to design my mobile and my desktop at the same time. I'm gonna come over here, center to canvas, click on this, and I'll center this as well. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a picture. I'm gonna come here to my media library, and I have a picture in mind. And I think I'm gonna go with this. So I have my picture. I like when they have the circle pictures. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this a circle. And I'm going to resize it. I think that looks good. And now I'll do the same thing on the mobile side. I'll click on the picture. I'll come over here to effects. Where it says corners, I'll just go and choose the circle or the oval. And then I'll resize it to be a circle. And I think that looks good. I like the record player. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this down so my canvas can be a little bigger on both sides. And since this is supposedly makeup, I'm going to go ahead and add my heading tag. I'm Kaya. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put I'm Kaya. I'm going to line this up on the other side. And what I'm going to do, because I just had an idea for something, I'm going to bring this down. And then on this side as well, what I'm going to do is I actually want to add a rectangle. And I want to put it at the top. Here. I'm going to do the same on this side. And my rectangle at the top. And then I'm going to add a subheading. And for this subheading, I want it to say makeup artist lover of all things glitter. I'm going to stretch that out. And I'm going to come over here to text style. And I actually want to change the color. So I'll click here and I'll change this to white. And then I'll put this here. Let me see. I'm going to go to size and position and center that. Now I'll come over here. I'll stretch this out as well. And you'll see that over here, it doesn't, you can't really stretch it out as well. Let me change the color so I can see it. So I'll come back over here, click text style, and you see I'm on the mobile, and then I'll just click 8 because I want it in white. And what I'll do is I'll make this smaller. Makeup artist, designer, lover of all things glitter. So let me switch real quick over here. So this is going to be really, so I don't think I can go down lower on the font. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to pull this back up. I'm going to click on page over here. And then you see this, it fits perfectly here, but I don't like the way it fits over here on my mobile version. So I'm actually going to click this button so that it doesn't show up on mobile. And then what I'll do is I'll duplicate this. And then once I duplicate it, which you see this here, I'm going to take this off of, I'll show it up on mobile, but I'll take it off of desktop. Oh, hold on, wrong one. So this is the new one. I'll show it up on mobile and then I'll take it off of desktop. Okay, there we go. So my desktop looks fine, but I'm going to switch back over to the mobile view. And now I'm going to see about how I can make this look how I want it to look. So I'm going to bring it in some. And I'll center it. Size and position, center. And then I'll expand it down. I'll click here and expand it down as well. Lover of all things glitter. And then just bring it out to adjust it and then center. It's outside. So once you do that, I will bring that in just a little bit. And I think this is the way I'm going to leave that. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and align this up just a little bit. Okay. So now that I have both of these designed, I'm going to go ahead and let's add some buttons, shall we? First of all, let's go ahead and click over all this and we'll align this to canvas by centering. And then I'll come on this side and it's still selected and I'll click align to canvas center as well. Now, the next thing I want to do is add my buttons. So let's create some buttons. I'm going to click here, rectangle, and bring some buttons. And you can do your buttons however you like. I'm going to actually make these, I'm going to change the color on these to be a nice orange. Hopefully to mimic her glasses. I think that's good. The next thing I'm going to do with this button, I'm going to go click it, come down to effects, and I'm going to add a drop shadow, an outer drop shadow. I just like the way it looks. It feels like it lifts off the screen. And then I want to, let me try a different corner and see how that looks. That's somewhat rounded. Yep. Okay, let's see how these corners look when I think I'm going to stick with square. I'm going to bring this in just slightly. And now that I have my buttons, I'm going to go ahead and add a title. And this title is going to be, let me stretch it out first. Okay, so this title is going to be Book a Consultation. I do have this in paragraph font. I'm going to go to textile. I'm going to actually increase this paragraph font to be a little bigger. Center it. Let's see, I want to change this to Georgia font. That looks better to me. And then for my line height, yeah. So that looks good to me. Book a consultation. So let's go do the same thing on the mobile side. I'll come here. And I'm going to change this color. And because I want the colors to match, I'm going to just click back on desktop and grab this color right here, because I want it to be the same color. And once I copy it, I'll just click on mobile and I'll put that color code here. And now there we have it. Then I'm going to come down to effects and I want to add that outer drop shadow that I had before. And then after I do that, I'm going to pull this here, extend it just a little bit. And then I'm going to click textile and I changed it to Georgia, and I'm also going to make it a little bigger, and I'm going to align that text to center. Let's make this 20. So that looks good to me on this side. I'm going to take these two and align it. I'm going to take this one and align it as well. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is, now that I have that button, I'm going to just go ahead and take this. Just move my mouse over both the title, the title and the button itself. And then I'm going to Control Z to copy and then Control V to paste. And then while it's still selected, I'll just take my mouse and drag. And then I'll come over here and I'll do the same thing. And I like the way that looks. So I'm going to do this one more time. I want her to have 4 buttons. So Control C and then Control V. And then I'll bring this down. Then I'll come over here and I'll bring this down. And then you can kind of see where it cuts off here. So I'm just going to drag my canvas down a little. There we go. Click on this side. I'll drag my canvas down just a little as well. So book a consultation. We'll change this to my portfolio, or we could put see my work. Makeup classes. So you can book a consultation, see my work, makeup classes. And then also we have, let's see, we just put my pricing guide. We have all these things. You could book a consultation, see my work, makeup classes, or pricing guide. Another thing is I think I would like to move this welcome up a little bit. And let's see. Let's add a little bit of design to it. Well, let's see how this looks. Think about adding a nice little flower here. So for this, I actually want it I'm going to size it up to how I like it. And I'm going to come over here. Well, let me do the same thing on this side first. And I'm just trying to make it smaller, but just kind of size it up to the size I think I like it at. And that's about it. So I'm going to take this and then I'm going to drag it below so that it sits below the design. And I'm just going to move it to how I like it. Let's see. I think I may actually just copy paste. Let me delete that. So I'm going to delete this. Let me add another image. Let me pull this back and see how it looks. I'm working with limited images, so I think I'm going to take that out. I don't really like that there, and I don't see where I can kind of flip this image right here, so I'm not getting it to look how I want it to look here. So I'm just gonna I guess put it like this. Or, yeah. I'll move this down. And let me go over to this side and do the same thing. So I'm going to select the image over here. It just makes it easier for me to pull and drag it. Okay, so I'm going to undo that because I moved that. I wasn't trying to. Let me switch over to mobile. I'm going to zoom in. Pull that out and try to align this up somewhat cute as well. And I'm going to switch back over here. And this is what we have. I actually want to change some of these colors to a nice pink. Because she does have pink on in the picture. I think this is a nice pink. So I'm going to Control C. And I'll do 2 buttons that way. I'll click here. Change this. And then also, let me do the mobile side as well. And I didn't do this one, so I'll click on it, click on mobile, and then I'll change. And so this is what we got. So let's see how it looks. I'm going to click preview. And I'm going to click mobile down here because that's where I'm really interested in how it looks there. So it says Natural Makeup by Kaya, makeup artist, designer, lover of all things glitter. Welcome. And this is, I like this. This is really nice. Now, most of the times you won't see your menu or your footer on a link's Instagram links. So if you do want to remove that, you just come over here, you're on your page, and where it says menu, cancel. Where it says menu, you're going to click here, and then you're going to delete. And then your footer, you can just delete that if you don't want it on this page. And let's preview it again and see what it looks like. Hold on, before we preview, let me just click here. I'm going to just do a little space. It seems really tight over here. So I'm just going to take this and move it down. And then I'll center it to canvas. And then I'll do the same for this one. Just bring it down just slightly. And then I'll center it to canvas as well. Then I'll add a little space here. Now let's have a quick view. Click mobile. And there we go. This is really nice. So that's how you create a bio links. I hope that helped. Hey, by the way, if you like this video, my name is Whitney and I help web designers like you create websites and Showit just a little bit easier. Click subscribe so you don't miss out on content that will help you create better websites. Don't forget, like and subscribe.